Welcome back to Watchin' Baseball. My name's Jimmy. This is Jake. He's in the pink shirt. I'm the one that's currently talking. How could you not have figured that out? We're doing the wild card games. Exciting, fun wild card game finishes. Wild card game started in 2012. The Baltimore Orioles were in the first wild card game. This is their second appearance, 2016. And Jake, the fun thing about this wild card game is that both teams had the same exact record. So it would have been a tiebreaker game if this format didn't exist. This game was happening no matter what.
I like that, Jim, and hello, everyone. And yeah, the other point that I have that's kind of similar to that is that being in the same division, these teams played 19 times during the season. Toronto won the season series 10-9. That's why they got home field, which knowing what plays out is pretty wild when you think about it. And when you lump it in with baseball plays so many games, this might be a shortened season coming up. When you start hearing stuff like that, it's like there is a little bit of rhythm and rhyme to it almost.
It's crazy. I remember I watched this game at my sister's house with all her roommates because I didn't have cable, so I went over there and commandeered the TV and made them all watch it with me. So that's exciting. And nice. It's tied 2-2 going into we're going to watch the 11th or 12th inning?
We're watching the 11th. Francisco Liriano
on the bump.
And How about that?
It's the famous, he did not use Zack Britton game when Zack Britton was perfect or had like the best season ever as a closer, basically. Not ever, but you know what I'm saying. He had a great year as a closer. So let's get into it. This one's brought to you by the shop at Jomboy Media. Shop.jomboymedia.com. Go get a shirt, go get a hat, go get a mug, go get some sandals, go get a backpack. Zach, just have those flashing quickly as I say them.
So quick.
All right, here we go.
Was the question several innings ago once the starters were gone. Whose bullpen is going to blink
great
first?
Call.
At this point,
you know who started this
open
game
on both
for both
sides.
teams, Jim?
I do. It's actually cool. It's Stroman started for the Blue Jays. And
Minnesota Twins teammates
Tillman,
off right
Twirl
here.
it, Tillman.
And J.J. Hardy.
But what's cool about it, Jake, is that those two guys started opening day for these teams. So they went wire to wire as the dude you want on the bump, which is cool.
Yeah.
Not a lot of hard contact.
Man, and we've talked to a few people that whenever this Blue Jays team was referenced, I think people don't fully appreciate like the pop that this team had. Joey Bats was a monster for a while. Edwin Encarnacion.
Looks like Josh Donaldson is pinching the line a little bit.
Let's see. Kevin Pillar was batting 8th hole on this team. They had Josh Donaldson, an MVP winner, Russell Martin, Troy Tulowitzki. This Toronto team was a problem.
Yeah. They won the division the year before, right? And then they never got it done. Aha. The fans.
Those Rangers teams used to hit it out.
But Toronto was a fun environment. Game, all the hockey fans went over there.
All the hockey fans had a good time at the baseball game, eh? They had the roof open, Jim. Did you know that?
Man, I remember watching this and being like, how the hell are you going to put Ubaldo Jimenez in before Zack Britton?
Yeah. Spoiler.
Liriano with 96 and 95 trying to come in there. Missed on both of them.
Well, this was...
Got him. So Adam Jones made a great catch to end the 10th inning. He ran one down in the gap.
Ubaldo nicknames is you or Big U.
Did you freeze? You're still there?
I'm still here.
What were you saying? You froze on me. I can see or hear you.
I said Ubaldo's nicknames were the U or Big U.
Bad nicknames.
Tough.
Too low. 2-0. This Blue Jays team was good, but they just came off as so pissy. It just seemed like they all were mad at everyone all the time.
And even though he's a big guy,
Be fun to talk to Edwin about that. Edwin's a pretty fun-loving guy.
shortstop.
Yeah, he's quiet. But I think this was the Blue Jays team that put up a reporter's picture in the clubhouse and like put an X through it. It was like, don't talk to that guy. I wonder
Team
what that guy
bonding.
did.
In the 11th. And takes a strike.
How old's Liriano here? 38?
Liriano. I'll look. I guess a couple years ago.
Jesus, that was a nice pitch.
Who's in the game here for Nolan Reimel?
Wow.
What a stud.
Just the opposite.
Liriano's age, what year is this? 2016?
Yeah.
32, 33.
Dude,
So 1, 2, 3, 11.
the 3 pitches he just threw,
Going to the bottom half.
Were nasty.
Here in Toronto.
he just went 3 straight changeups. The second one was
Tonight's
A
2016
dart
AL
just
Wild
died.
Card coverage on TBS
Flip
is
it, change
presented
with
by
the best of
Hankook
them.
Tire. Folks at Hankook Tire getting their money's worth tonight. As we all are watching this dandy, the AL Wild Card game. Heading to the bottom half of the 11th inning.
Jesus.
A 2-2 game. Brian Dunsing gets the call from the Baltimore bullpen.
So, I mean, traditional wisdom says you save your closer until you have the lead. You're on the road, so if you get the lead, the other team still gets the hit. But
Kansas City in February, released in March.
other wisdom says
Signed
don't
again by the
lose,
Royals
you know, with your
April
best
1st,
guy
and then released in May
not
and
being part of the
signed
game.
Later that month by the Orioles.
And
He's gonna face
you
Ezekiel
kind of
Carrera
get
to
it,
lead
and
off
maybe
the
you
bottom
have a
half of the
rule
11th.
like, hey,
Carrera's
until they
gonna
get a base
a real
runner, because you
pain to the
don't want
Orioles
to
on
burn
the
your
nine.
closer.
It's the old Minnesota
But-
Twins part of the evening. Liriano
Oh,
with
we'll
an
let it
effective
play
inning
out.
in 2/3, and Dunsing appeared in the postseason.
I mean, Britton had to be able to go
2009
multiple
and
innings,
10
right?
With the Twins.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You know, in theory, Zack Britton time, they've already survived 2 innings, the 9th, bottom 9, and bottom 10. So,
Carrera knocked in
yeah,
the game
I don't know.
run in the 5th. They've been sitting
Zach
on
Britton in
2-2
2016
since
led the league in games finished, led the league in saves, had a 0.54 ERA
yeah.
in 63 games.
I think here's the problem. He's sitting down.
Jimenez
Dude, he allowed 4 earned runs all
next
season.
Face Travis,
Yeah.
Donaldson, Encarnacion,
Cy Young
Bautista,
votes as a
right
closer,
in,
MVP
getting the
votes as a
long
closer.
Blue
Like
Jay lineup.
one of the most dominant reliever years in the history of baseball.
Well, let's a little devil's advocate. I mean, what if they put him in for the 9th? I mean, we still get to the 11th inning, you know?
You're still losing with these guys.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, once there's runners on in this inning, which happens
Yeah.
soon, I think you have to bring Britton in. He gets out of it, and then you tell the offense, go fucking do something, because we got 3 outs of Britton left, you know, and just, that's, I think, the best laid plan, once there's runners
Yeah,
on.
I agreed with that, and that's why you were looking away. But they, and I mean, look at Buck sprint out to get Brian Dunsing out of the game because he got a lefty out.
Comes Buck.
So, and yeah, that's where Britton's sitting down there. But yeah, I mean,
In the
I don't know.
11th, in the
in a
wild
tight
card game.
spot. Good job, Brian Dunsing.
Ubaldo Jimenez, talk about great 50-game season. Ubaldo would have had one of the best 50-game seasons ever. I mean, what was Ubaldo doing this season, like towards the end?
Into the fray here in the 11th.
You know,
Baltimore.
most of his
Yeah.
years was forgettable, and even had to go to the bullpen for a while because he had no.
His last
he didn't
2
have any
starts of the
success.
year
But
were
in
good, though.
September, he turned it around, 3-1 with a 2.31 ERA for Ubaldo.
Back to the top of the Toronto order, and Devin Travis, who's 0 for 4.
Top of
and
the order,
twice
Devin Travis. He
in an
was
inning-ending
solid for a
double
year or
plays.
2.
Dude, the way Ubaldo throws is so weird. It looks like zero
Once
effort.
upon a time, this guy was unhittable.
He was.
Back in 2010, threw a no-hitter. Starting pitcher in the All-Star game.
Ubaldo throws like you hear a pitching coach like say, "Hey man, you got to hide that ball. You got to make sure they can't pick up that ball out of your hand." And he just goes to the extreme and just throws it down.
Hide it and make it look effortless.
That ball will fall for a hit.
Nolan Reimold. Okay, and Jim,
got just enough, Cal.
That fastball right down the
this
field
is
here.
when,
90 miles
so
an
not
hour.
only did we
Bubba
agree
Hughes
that,
up there around
you know, you have a
95,
no base
97.
runner rule and then you got to bring in Britton.
That ball hits,
But especially a
moving
runner
foul
on
back,
first,
but,
man. Britton is the ground ball king. You know, you can be 2 pitches away from turning one being out of the inning. And, you know, in a do-or-die game, what can you push Britton to do? But, I mean, yeah, and just everything I started with how good this Toronto lineup can be.
Into left field, that's going to fall for a base hit. Around second, heading to third. Here comes the throw. He's going to
Not great, Nolan Reimold.
Did he get to third on that bobble, you think, or is he going no
Yes.
matter what? Britton should have been ready to go and been brought in with the runner on. And I think he would have any other manager. You know, Buck's got his perks, but he's also got the older school mentality still.
And I wonder, and I mean, Buck's talked about it a little bit, but now that you have the runner on third, I think Ubaldo's actually a better strikeout option, technically.
Donaldson, more heads up, might have been able to take second on that play, but wasn't able to get there.
Really aggressive base running, coming around looking for the opportunity to go.
That little tiny bobble.
And he didn't hesitate.
It's a team, the Toronto Blue Jays, who had all kind of problems.
So I bet Buck right now is telling them how to play the double play ball. It goes to you, make sure you're looking back, goes to you, you know, he'll probably take off.
This happened June 10th.
Can't let that run score. Thanks,
Taking
Coach.
the Parrot for a walk with the right arm extended.
And wing, Toronto Blue Jays, 6 walk-off wins this year.
Nicoletti.
The Orioles bring their infield.
Everyone's got the Parrot on the shoulder.
Even though they've turned a lot of double plays.
Oh my God. Dude.
3 first pitches, right?
2. Travis was a 1-1 count.
Okay.
Yeah, but the last 2 batters just attacked the fastball, and they Donaldson smoked his too.
Yeah.
Russell Martin was like telling the ump to get out of the way.
Hits on 3 straight pitches.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Never say die. Man, it's a solid crew. I bet so many Blue Jays fans got into baseball because of this team right here. Like, that is a childhood hero-esque team, I would say. You know, a lot of studs, a lot of personalities, and like just played hard.
I mean, I wonder, out of Joey Bats, Edwin, Donaldson, Tulo, I mean, you've got 4 guys that have probably finished, what, top 3 in MVP voting?
Yeah.
Something like that. Check Uncle Edwin on that. Maybe
Dude.
top 5.
A cool stat they had on Wikipedia is that Encarnacion became only the 4th player to end a winner-take-all postseason game with a walk-off home run. So he's only the 4th player to eliminate a team with a walk-off. Bill Mazeroski, Chris Chambliss, and Aaron Boone are the others.
Everybody in the ballpark knew that was gone. Got every bit of it on the first pitch fastball.
What about
Bomb.
wait? What about the other home run in Toronto?
Joe Carter.
Yeah, doesn't that count?
Are they doing extra innings only? Was Joe Carter the 9th? I don't know.
Only fourth player to end a winner-take-all postseason game. Oh, so maybe it was the sixth
Elimination. Yeah.
Yeah, for both teams. I get it.
Nice little loophole and a nice stat there.
You can hear me, but when you saw that off the bat of your teammate Edwin, your thoughts?
Incredible. I mean, he got a pitch ahead and he did what he was supposed to. So happy for us. You know, we made it to the next round. Now it's on to Texas.
2020 pitcher,
162
Jose
games to
Bautista.
get here. This one takes
Nasty
extra
slider.
innings. Fittingly,
Can we
what
get
was
him
the
on a
intensity
roster this
like?
year?
It was unbelievable. Since the first
Why
pitch,
not?
the fans were outstanding. It was loud down here. The energy was great. Hopefully we can continue to have that type of crowd for the rest of the playoffs.
Your home run opened the scoring in this one. To do it here at home in front of these fans, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It always means a lot to do it at home, to put my team ahead and to do something positive. It's a great feeling, and I'm glad I could contribute today.
On to the ALDS, and once again, the Texas Rangers. You're looking forward to that one?
We're all looking forward, no matter who the opponent is. Everybody knows what happened this year. We're just looking to win ball games, and hopefully we can put him out of the playoff race.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
Ernie, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sam.
They go on to beat the Rangers, but they lose to the Indians. The Indians pitching just shut this Blue Jays team down. They scored 0-1-2-0. In the 4 games that the Indians beat them in the CS, they held them to 3 runs.
Not ideal. Manny.
I guess like this Toronto team, like the run was only a compact 2-3 years, and they don't have a World Series win, but they gave the fans a ton of memories, man. Like really good memories.
Toronto Blue Jays. Edwin never had a top 10 MVP, so throw that out the window, but
It's
one
out.
of the best home run hitters of the decade. Yeah, I mean, Jim, it's technically, I mean, it's tighter than that. They won the East in 2015. This wild card game, they lose in the ALCS, and they haven't
it?
made the playoffs around that. Yeah,
It's 2 years.
yeah.
So it's that tighter window, but so many good memories. It feels like.
Celebration over here
Look at this
And-
hit, dude.
in the dugout right now.
I don't know how this can continue to happen. Every wild card game we do gets better and better every year.
Dear Rogers, I'm switching to Bell if you don't re-sign Edwin. Well, there was nothing like really. I thought there was going to be a rhyme, something
No.
cute.
And Ernie, we have the start
Stroman.
for tonight. Marcus Stroman, your manager John Gibbons giving you the ball for this one. You said you were ready. You said you felt stronger now than you did earlier in the season. What was it like for you out there, especially early on? You were working quickly.
Me and Russell had a really good mix going. I was confident, I was being aggressive. I feel like I'm able to really lock it in these big-time games. I was extremely happy that I was the one to get the ball. This entire organization, entire staff, entire country of Canada has unbelievable confidence in me, and I ran with it. I love being out there and play with emotion, and I feel like that fits my personality.
In the bullpen, you're warming up tonight. We saw you saluting the crowd also. You seem pumped up. What was the feel of the ball like in the bullpen in your warm-up pitches?
The feel of
I
the
can't
ball.
tell you, from the second I walked out of the dugout, I got chills from the entire crowd just standing up and cheering. This crowd's
The
unbelievable.
feel
The fans
of the
here are
ball.
unbelievable. They bring a ton of passion.
Had
And I
chills.
love
It was
it, 'cause
freezing
that's everything
in
that I
here.
need and kind of everything that I work off of.
What can you say about what the bullpen did tonight behind you?
The entire year, not only today, but obviously today they were incredible, but the entire year they've been shut down.
Nice throw.
Biagini's been unbelievable. Gurley, obviously, and then Osuna. everyone
Genie,
knows
my
what
guy.
So, unbelievable job, not only for the bullpen, the entire defense, too.
Okay.
All
Crazy
right.
game. I remember when they asked Buck like about Britton, and he was like, he like acted like it wasn't even. It was the biggest conversation on the broadcast. You know,
Yeah.
and on Twitter, and everyone was like, "How do you not use Britton? How do you not use Britton?" And I asked Buck, and he was like, "Why would I have used like complete disregard? Like what?
Right.
What do you mean?
We didn't have the lead.
Doesn't make sense. It was just like it was like a straight up math equation for him. Like 1 + 1 = 2. not 3.
Jim, I'll give you 2 guesses, and there will be a guess in between. Look at that. Who led the Toronto Blue Jays in WAR in 2013? And if you get it wrong on the first guess, I'll give you a hint. And either way, you can win a kiss on the forehead at some point.
I mean, I'm not going to. 2013?
2013.
This is 2016?
2016.
Brett Laurie.
Okay, that's wrong. Here's a hint. He's a legend of sorts from our fantasy baseball league.
Rajay Davis.
Obie Rasmus.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Obie Rasmus. You're gross.
Thanks for watching. Except Mr. Rasmus, I guess.
What's he up to these days?
I don't know. Swagging around town.
Dude, he did have swag, and then he went
He's
straight.
Swagger jacked.
He had a lot of swag. He had the flow, and then he went straight. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God.
Come for the all-time games. Stay for the Obie Rasmus swag talk.
Like, he had swag. Hold on. I just need to show the audience what we're referencing.
I know.
Here. It's like a must. He did have a lot of swag. He had the long hair. He had the flow. Everyone liked him. It was awesome. And then he showed up. Whatever. I can't even do it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll make a
Obie
note.
Rasmus, one of our buddies in our fantasy baseball league, just kind of didn't know how fantasy baseball rosters worked. He always had like a full bench, and just Obie Rasmus was always there, like even in the bad times. And we were like, dude, he's like, his defense would be swag. Team needed swag.
Team needed some swag, but he had swag. They had the flow, long hair, sunglasses, looking good, and then a couple seasons later, showed up looking like this, and it was like,
oh no, the anti-swag.
Yeah, I'm going to Amish country night tomorrow, and I guess I'll see a bunch of beards of that sort. So I'm excited.
Beards of that ilk.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.